Now, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can talk to Ste and Kenny from the Heavy North. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Janice.
Hey! It worked! I wasn't sure. I got Led Zeppelin on just in case.
Oh, well, can't go wrong.
Now, which one? Like, who said can't go wrong? Was that Ste or Kenny?
No, that was Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
This is Ste over here.
Hiya. And so, where are you?
I'm talking to you from Waterloo, not too far from the beach down here. So we're kind of spread out across Merseyside. Where are you, Ken? I'm in Egbert.
Whereabouts?
Just by Sefton Park, not far.
Whereabouts?
You're
by me. You're by me.
Oh, sounds okay.
I could literally reach out of my window and touch your hand if it was allowed. How weird is that? And so Waterloo, that's a great place to be because you've got the beach and you've got the John Gorman figures, haven't you?
Yeah, the Iron Men down the front.
Yeah.
To be fair, it's been boss down here, and particularly when the weather's great as well. It just occasionally we are getting loads of crowds and that, but I'm not going to get into that just yet. But parties and barbecues and that sort of thing.
But I mean, we're all in really good places because you've got Waterloo and Egbert, Sefton Park. You can't wish for more, can you? I walked across the park this morning to the lane, and it's so beautiful. Everybody's doing the swerve.
Oh,
which
yeah,
we all do. I'm sure that's going to become a dance. So come on, fill us in. Who are the Heavy North?
I'm Kenny Stuart. I'm lead singer. I'm the rhythm guitar player. We've got Ste Penn on the keys, who've got on the line with us. We've got Jose Antonio Ibanez. He's from
Jose Ibanez.
Guitarist from Granada in Spain.
Wow.
Yeah, he's also our producer. He's got his own recording studio, so that's handy, to be fair.
This is Third Planet Recordings.
Yes, Third Planet Recordings, yeah.
Yeah,
he's a very, very talented man. And he's also been a key worker through all of this madness at the moment. Because he's a qualified pharmacist. So he's been, working his socks off, trying to make sure everyone's in good health.
Oh, bless him. Yeah. Well, I hope he stays safe, and I hope you all do. Where was the conception, the whole start of the Heavy North? What happened?
I think it kind of happened probably towards the end of the summer of 2018 it was. And Kenny and Jose played in a couple of bands before. And funnily enough, I played in my first band with Kenny when I was about 14, 15, many moons ago.
14?
Yeah, it's about 14. I mean, I don't want to give my age away too much now, but it was a good while ago. So yeah, when my last band kind of went our separate ways, Kenny said, "Do you want to come down to Jose's studio? He's got this boss place in Liverpool. Come down, we'll have a jam." So that started in 2018, and we played our first gig a couple of months after that. I think it was in November 2018. Right. That was in Manchester. So we didn't expect, not without trying to speak for Kenny too much, we didn't expect too much when it first started out, but it's been a boss, 18 months, going on 2 years now for the band, I suppose. Yeah.
And you supported one of my favourite bands. I love Temples.
Oh, they were fantastic, yeah. Massive fans of the lads there, yeah. It was a really good show. And we're really lucky that it turned out to be only a week or two before the lockdown was introduced, really. So, yeah, that was one of the last shows we played. That was with Temples, and we were lucky enough to squeeze in one with a Birmingham-based band called Cut Glass Kings.
Oh, they're great as well.
Fantastic. And we actually had a few dates scheduled with them, but sadly they've had to cancel their UK tour. So, like a lot of bands, we are kind of struggling in the current situation. But we're just very fortunate. We've still got a couple of tunes in the pipeline, including this new one that we're bringing out now. So I do know it's quite a challenging time for a lot of artists as well. But I think it's come at a good time for us to be able to put a lot of energy and a lot of focus into getting this song out there, really.
Well, it was lovely to bring you and talk to you.
Yeah, same.
We're all just trying different things, aren't we?
Yeah. For myself, for myself and a lot of other people, it's trying to look at the positives and make the best of a bad situation, really.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. We've got a great family, and just getting to spend lots of time with them is a real bonus.
Yeah.
you know,
So
every cloud.
who are you with? Who are you with? Who are you with? Who's in the house with you?
Just me, my girlfriend, and me little boy, Jean, and me daughter, Frida.
Oh, hello, Jean. Hello, Frida. How old are they?
Jean's just coming up to 2, and Frida is coming up to 6.
So you've got to do that
I think both
homeschooling.
birthdays are going to be in isolation by the look of it, but
Oh,
you
I know.
we're going to
Yeah,
make the
mine.
most of it.
I had mine in isolation. I'm having a huge party when it's all over. You can come and play.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll come and do a gig in your back garden.
And who are you with at home?
I'm with my girlfriend, and I've been working from home, but I've been doing some bits in an office, and I'm not too far around the corner. So this whole lockdown thing hasn't been too bad. I know it's getting disruptive for a lot of kind of communities and stuff, but I think, like Kenny said, taking positives from situations. I mean, I've never watched The Sopranos until the other week, so I'm flying through that box set at the moment. It's just something about finding the positives, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you watched Sex Education?
I haven't. No, I've loads of people saying about that, but no, that's one I haven't watched just yet. I think that'll be on the list after Sopranos, but I've still got a few weeks of that.
Yeah, no, that is brilliant. It really, don't watch it with a kid, but it is brilliant, and it's filmed in Wales. But it's so fantastic and it's so clever. Anyway, tell us about Lying to Yourself.
Yeah, Lying to Yourself, it's our upcoming track. It's due to be released on the 4th of May. Yes, we're very, very happy with it. Recorded in Planet Recording Studios and produced by our own Jose Antonio Ibanez. Make sure to get his full name in there. It's basically a track about, people struggling and just like, for example, one of our friends was having some personal issues. So he was basically got to a point where he didn't feel like he could tell the truth about it, and to an extent, you were trying to talk to him about it, and you knew that you were getting lied to blatantly. I mean, thankfully now he seems to be okay, but yeah, it's really just to say, you're dishing out these lies time after time, but it's pointless because I know, it's just one of those things.
Well, look, we're going to play 2 tracks. I'm going to talk to you after this particular track, so don't go anywhere. But I just want to say how appreciative I am that you've done these for us. It means so much, and I was so thrilled when I heard what you'd sent me, and I was dying to get on the phone to you to see if you could do stuff. So I'm really grateful. And here you are, the Heavy North, Lying to Yourself.
Person now, see the
That's amazing, isn't it? That's the Heavy North. And I've got Steve and Kenny with me. And that track is Lying to Yourself. And if you've tuned in, they did that themselves in a lockdown session. And I am so appreciative. Thank you very, very much indeed. That was great.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. We're really happy that you got us on, to be honest. So anything we can do, by all means.
When it's all over, we'll get you in and you can have the full session, with all the engineer and the sound and everything. And you're loved in Kirby. Say hello to the Kirby lads listening to the Heavy North and wish Joe Gill all the love and support for coming out during lockdown. And that's from Steve Ricks. Is it Steve Ricks? Do you know who he is? No, but anyway, totally appreciative. As well, so fantastic. Now, as somebody said to me, because I couldn't do the show because somebody in my family had health issues, so I was not allowed to go on public transport because I didn't want to, pass something on to them. And then somebody, when I went back to work, somebody said, "You're going to be covering the coronavirus." And I went, No, we need entertainment in times like this, don't we?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, I mean, I want to say a big well done to you and all the other people at the BBC radio station keeping everyone going. Because I personally haven't had the radio off. I've just constantly been enjoying all the music. So
brilliant,
that's really good.
What are you listening to at the moment? What would you pick as your? If there's one album, both of you, what would it be?
Oh, quite difficult on that. I mean, I think
hard, isn't it?
for me, one of the albums I didn't stop listening to last year was the latest album from the Black Keys. Let's Rock. It was one of them where I kind of just it came on me when I was driving, and I didn't stop for about 6 months. So I think that's definitely been one of the last albums I've probably listened to start to finish multiple times.
Yeah, I was going to quote Alan Partridge and say, probably the best of the Beatles.
Do you know, I think mine would be Ocean Rain by the Bunnymen or the Stones, brilliant. Something, from the Stones.
Exile on Main Street for me, Rolling Stones.
Oh, brilliant. Did you see them last night doing that thing?
I did, yeah. You can't always get what you want.
Weren't they amazing?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about Miss playing the guitar. I'd rather see him swinging his hips.
But he's got an amazing voice.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, they're my favourite band of all time. I was brought up on the Rolling Stones.
They're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah,
just absolutely.
I've seen them about 6 times. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh, I've seen them so many times, and every time I still get incredibly excited. What I love is the way he runs right across the stage and then out as well.
I feel like I need to lie down just watching them.
He's so fit. He's absolutely gorgeous. There was a period where I fancied the pants off him. Right. Now I need to know.
I like the music. I wouldn't go that far.
Now this is really flippant. Okay, I happened to mention on Twitter the other day, I hate coriander and I hate dill, and I've had so many responses. Do you like coriander or dill?
I mean, I didn't quite know how to prepare ourselves for an interview, but I didn't really think we were going to get it.
Well, luckily enough, I actually made a note to whether I liked coriander or dill before we come on air.
You liar.
I don't mind coriander, but I'm not a big fan of dill.
Ooh, no.
Yeah,
no.
Probably same. But isn't both of those things in tzatziki? What is it? Hasn't tzatziki got coriander and dill in or something like that?
I can't even eat that. Anything with cucumber. So what are you missing most about the lockdown?
It's just being able to have the freedom to do what you want to do, really. Because I mean, as I've said earlier on, I'm quite privileged in terms of what I've got around me. You know, I'm making the best of a bad situation and having an absolutely great time with my family. So, but I am missing the opportunity to just go out and do whatever I want. But
are you missing band moments, band hugs?
Well, we are huggers.
Yeah. Yeah,
sure you
there's
got
a few
that
holders in the
right?
band, like.
Yeah,
But it'd be
I mean,
nice-
obviously, it's lovely to see our friends and the band
Yeah.
and stuff and family. So yeah, I mean, we did have a few really good gigs coming up as well, which we've had to pass up, obviously.
Oh.
But you know, it's everyone's in the same boat, so it's difficult to feel too downbeat about it, to be honest.
So what's next for the band? I mean, when this is all over, what have you got planned?
Well, we've still actually got a date scheduled towards the end of September at Jimmy's in Liverpool. It was where we played last
The old
year.
cabin club.
Yeah, the old cabin. Have you been, Janice?
Well, I was meant to go and see Robert Vincent, but that was taken off because of lockdown. But the old cabin club, that's where all the doctors and nurses used to go.
Ah, I didn't realise
That was their club, yeah. But it's a great venue, isn't it?
It's
Yeah,
boss,
yeah.
and they kind of convert into a bit of a well, they got like a George Harrison picture just above the staircase as you go down, but it references the Beatles and the history of the cabin and all that kind of stuff as well. But it's a boss venue, and we played our first headline gig there last September, and it was absolutely boss. I think it was. I think that was a moment when I think a few of us kind of thought, you know what, I think it's worth us giving a bit of energy into this band now and a bit of thought as well. So I think that spurred us on. So we will be turning to Jimmy's in a couple of weeks. At the end of September, the 19th of September.
Will you remind me so I can come?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You'll be on the get list.
No, I don't mind paying.
No, we're coming to do a gig in your back garden. Just pay for that.
I'll get the fiddle player across the way. You can join in.
I'll tell you what, if you've got a clap at the edge, every week they see opera singers and sort of violinists at a cause the other day. I'm an Everton fan, so I was quite into that. But in a way, that's a sort of weird thing. We're just pulling people together this time, isn't it? Yeah, everyone kind of talks about that. Were you out in the street clapping the other day? So I think it's been bossed at. And funnily enough, I've actually got in my quite small flat, I've got like half a drum kit here. So I was partly thinking about taking a drum out into the street on Thursday, but I think I'm just getting a bit carried away or looking for something to do.
Hey, I tell you, if you want to watch great drumming, Google the Weather People drumming. You know the 6 o'clock news, the dum 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 dum.
Oh yeah,
you know that thing. It's brilliant. You know that guy who does BBC Northwest, the weather bloke. He's Welsh, and he's fantastic, and he is an amazing drummer.
I'll have to get our Mark to check that out. Our man Mark on the kit.
Yeah, we've never mentioned this before as well. Oh, you nearly got us into trouble there, Janice. When you mentioned about the band members, we've got Andrew Horrocks on bass and Mark Rice on drums as well. Just so they don't start giving us evil next time we see them.
Sorry, you're not part of the party. Look, it's been a great pleasure, and I promise you, when this is over, come and do us a session, and come to the garden.
Yeah,
we'd love that. Yeah, we'd love that.
And let's play. Thank you both, Steve and Kenny. Really appreciate it. Totally, you've been amazing, and you did this in such quick time. It's marvellous, and we're going to play As Long As You're Here With Me. Anything you want to say about this song?
Just take what you want from it. It's a lovely song. It's like a throwback soul, inspiration from Otis Redding and all kinds. So just take from it what you will. It's a nice, loving song for you and whoever you want to love.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, you take care of you and, everybody around you, all your friends and your family. Big love to you. Thank you very much,
Janice.
Thank you very much, Janice.
You
Pleasure.
take care. Thank you, Steve and Kenny. And this is the Heavy North. And this track is As Long As You're Here With Me.
3, 4. All the lonely people trying to make it work. looking, yeah. No one tried. Most happy cry. Well, I don't care. No, 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 no. I don't care. Can you see, baby? Long as y'all, as long as you're here with me. As long as you're here with me. Rain and thunder on my move, come on now. Why reply? Oh, steady wonder. No loving, no, no, no. Just pushing and shoving, yeah. Stepping on each other. Just give love to your brother. Well, I don't care, no, 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 no. I don't care, can't you see, baby? As long as you're here with me. As long as you're here with me, yeah. Well, I wish pain away, yeah. I'll be smiling, oh, 'cause I've done something right. I could choose that baby, yeah, right by my side. There'll be loving, loving all day, all night. Well, I don't care, no, 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 no. I don't care, you see, baby. As long as y'all, long as you're here with me. As long as y'all here with me.
Wasn't that amazing? As long as you're here with me, the perfect tune for, being on lockdown. Just stunning, absolutely stunning. The Heavy North. Thank you very, very much indeed. That means so much. It's Janice Long with you until 9.